and you watch NBA 2K TV.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At point guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 81, Jose Calderon. The other guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 5, J.R. Smith. Starting at power forward, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 99, Jay Ferraro. At the center position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 0, Kevin Love. From St. Vincent St. Mary High School, Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Cavaliers, back on the road tomorrow. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
And you'd think this was a favorable matchup for them, but last year anyway, that was not the case at all.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Bulls, Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Then there's Grant, and it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Good on both. And in these early stages, Chris, of the season, how quickly do you start to get a sense of where your team stands and how good they can be, or how bad they might be?
I would say that first 20 games is a really good kind of litmus test. It gives you a pretty good gauge to see where your team is. You're going to get to play against teams from both conferences. You have some really good teams and bad teams in that mix, so you kind of see how you play in all situations. Those first 20 games, you establish who you are.
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Grant against Calderon. Zipser kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Over Smith. They get the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
How about the word lethargic? You can see it in their body language. From the opening tip, they just didn't have it.
They get it back. Grant up top. He's guarded by Calderon. Grant, that's good.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
In the corner, it's James. Feeds to Love. The kick out to LeBron. That falls. Great assist by Love. LeBron's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Smith against Holiday. There's a good screen, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Grant outside.
I
love the defensive tenacity. James showing real hustle and energy on this end of the floor.
Grant dishes to Lopez. Bucket is good. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to do.
Oh! Nice. And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. LeBron throws it down hard.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to San Antonio.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
Bulls trail by 8. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Fred Hoiberg. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Green comes in for Crowder. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jose Calderon. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Korver's checked in. On defense, Cleveland. Pass to Felicio. 5 on the clock.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Here's Thompson. No good there. Now Chicago takes it the other way. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. They need this. Up again. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Cleveland leading by 10. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Kyle Korver on top.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
The Cavaliers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one at the line is good.
And you watch Wade and know he isn't the same player he was back when he averaged 30 a game. But in short bursts, he can still give you a glimpse of that old flash. He knows when and how to dial it up when the game is on the line.
There's 1:40 left in the first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They set the pick, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Green, no luck. And Chris, as you said, Wade can still take over a game for a short period of time.
There aren't many players that are scarier with the ball in their hands with the game on the line than Wade. He just has a knack for coming up big when his team needs it.
Pondexter, no good. Cleveland leading by 12. That's tipped. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Wade passes to Thompson. He kicks to Shumpert. Wade outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Wade is super efficient in the paint. He's clever at finding ways to score around the rim.
It's stolen by Korver. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominated physically.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for David Nwaba. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Korver gets a wide open look. No good on his first attempt of the game. Pondexter kicks to Markkanen, and Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Wade for three. Got it! No. Got it! What a shot!
No way.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
That's a great way to finish off the quarter. Knocking down a look like that is a big confidence builder heading into the locker room.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm. And
for me, at a younger age, I was never easy.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
D-Wade out there with Kyle Korver. And there's Green, then it's Thompson, and it's Shumpert in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Look at that concentration by Wade. He's incredible at finding ways to score over the toughest of defenses.
And for the contending teams like the Cavs, the buyout market has proven to be critical, a very important way to add talent around the deadline.
Yeah, think about what the Cavs did last season. I mean, they got D. Williams, Andrew Bogut, just what they needed, playmaking and shot blocking. Unfortunately, Bogut got hurt. Still, those veteran pieces can make a big difference.
Valentine kicks to Pondexter. Off target from outside.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Shumpert dishes to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Here's Korver. Rebound by Pondexter.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Floats one up. Green with the block. Shumpert passes to Korver. Chicago grabs the miss. Felicio's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to the right wing. Markkanen. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there, knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Cleveland leading by 13. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. LeBron kicks to Love. Tries from 7. And he comes up with the deuce. Love's got his first points of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Holiday against Smith. In the corner, it's Felicio. No good that time. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
And that one's good. Zipser.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The drive by James.
I love seeing James take over the game. I mean, a ferocious score. He can flat out light it up.
With the pass.
Grant outside. It's stolen by Calderon. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Here's Calderon. From past the arc.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for Cleveland.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
Grant gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Grant's got his second bucket of the night. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Zipser's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 10. LeBron dishes to Smith. 3-pointer, Crowder. The shot, no good. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Chicago making some changes. Markkanen comes in for Felicio. And David Nwaba is subbed in for Justin Holiday.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Here's Nwaba, covered by Smith. Nwaba passes to Grant. The pass to Nwaba. Lopez, a screen on Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Zipser. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zipser's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mon Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jose Calderon. And a change for the Bulls. Valentine's checked in. Grant kicks to Nwaba, passes it to Markkanen. Here's Grant. No good on the triple.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Outer dishes to Shumpert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Even when Shumpert gets hit, he muscles it in. You gotta love the strength from the wily guard.
Grant kicks to Lopez. To the wing right side. Grant outside. The feed to Valentine. The dish to Lopez. Over Love. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T-Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, one thing that stands out is...
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You know, and it...
Well, Chris, we often ask you who the best power forwards are right now. Let's switch it up. Who do you feel is the best true center in the league right now?
Well, I think you have to look at DeAndre Jordan and defensively what he does, and then maybe go down to Detroit and look at Drummond or Marc Gasol and how he can step back now, shoot the 3 and post you up. But to me, it's a no-brainer if you're talking centers, and maybe he's even a power forward. But I got to go with DeMarcus Cousins. He's a 7-footer that can score outside, inside, knock down free throws with consistency, 3-pointers with consistency, post you up like an old-school player, and then hit you with some new-school moves. He's something special to watch.
Embiid is intriguing as well, I think.
You have to love Embiid. He's a new school type player too that is so agile, so versatile. You have to love his work ethic, his patience, the big process, and most importantly, I love his personality. It's great for the game. It grows the game. How can you not love this young kid? And hopefully he can stay healthy enough to show us all the great things that he has.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Then there's Grant, and it's Holiday in a 2-guard.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Markkanen.
Oh my God. And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive teams in the league. But as a team, they've started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future.
And so he hits both. And it used to be you could pencil in the Bulls as a top 10 defensive team by most metrics in any given year. But, Greg, the last few seasons, they've just been middle of the pack.
And, you know, over the history of this team, they've always been at their best when they played great defense. You go back to those Jordan years where they were marked by exceptional defense. This last group, led by Derrick Rose, similarly built on a defensive-minded philosophy. Let's just see if they get back to their roots with this new push.
Here's Holiday. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
Hits the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Here's LeBron, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Chicago.
The D is no shot at stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
And the Cavs over the last few seasons setting records when it comes to three-pointers made.
And really, they did a good job of surrounding LeBron with floor spacers. They doubled down on that when they got Channing Frye. And then when he and Kevin Love play together in the front court, the Cavs can bury you with their long-range shooting.
Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That's good from Lopez. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Markkanen passes to Grant. 6 to shoot. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. Holiday with the 3. He doesn't hit that one.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots. Well, you see a lot of hard-nosed players coming out of Marquette. You know, Jay Crowder certainly falls in that category. 6'6", 235. I mean, he's just a brick wall. Not a guy you want to tangle with.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Green comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Corver in for J.R. Smith. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Crowder said he wasn't always in such great shape, Chris. He was actually overweight, he says, in high school.
He has a great father who was a pro player, and his father helped him train. I mean, he lost all that bad weight and kept that good muscle. Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Out to the right wing. Holiday, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
LeBron kicks to Calderon. Out to the wing. He's guarded by Calderon. Back to Holiday. Gets a very good look and converts. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Ooh, nice assist out of the double team. Staying cool under fire.
From deep, James drops in the tray.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
Bulls trail by 11. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Thompson comes with the double team. It's stolen by Calderon. It's Thompson off the drive. Stolen by Markkanen. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Lopez passes to Holiday. And there it is. Is for him. Holiday's got 8 points.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's James. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Holiday. And Holiday with the slam.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And the Cavaliers call time here. And Chris, so many of us involved with the NBA, either as broadcasters or players, had a moment where they just knew that this was the game for us. Did you ever have that moment? And if so, Chris, when did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. You know what? I have so many signature moments in my life that continually made me fall in love. I don't know if there's just one. You know, I remember, for instance, Isaiah Thomas, after he won the All-Star game, I believe it was like 86, 87, and after he had his mom come up and his mom did the interview with him, and I was there with my mom, and I remember thinking to myself, man, that would be a cool moment. Or watching Magic Johnson hoist up a championship because he was from Michigan, and I followed his career the whole time, and so watching him win a championship. Or how about those great Magic Johnson, Larry Bird commercials back when they got out the limo and were looking at each other, you know, that type of stuff. So, man, so many great moments, man. I can't pick one, but there's so many great moments.
Great moments indeed. Valentine kicks to Lopez. Shot off the pick. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Valentine.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
James dishes to Wade. He feeds it to Fry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Fry's got his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Markkanen. Down low. Valentine's shot, good.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Korver, no luck.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Wade brings the double team. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good on the three. The Cavaliers leading by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. James with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Nwaba, covered by LeBron. Lopez a screen. There's a screen. Markkanen kicks to Valentine. Shoots over Korver. Misses the shot. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. Fred Hoiberg in a recent huddle with his players.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one possession at a time.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Jay Crowder out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Smith. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Wade. In at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Valentine kicks to Lopez. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Wade passes to Crowder. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. James checked in for Shumpert.
In for your Cavaliers, LeBron James.
Grant against LeBron. Grant kicks to Nwaba. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Crowder. Here's Lopez. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls.
And Robin Lopez, the big piece that came to the Bulls in the Derrick Rose trade. He's always been a solid center. Plays solid defense on the block and isn't lost when it's stretched out. He does a good job of protecting the rim as well.
James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with Robin Lopez, a very imposing player on the court, but he's also one of the more colorful characters, Chris, in the league. A very, very funny guy.
Well, I don't know what happened with him and mascots as a kid, but he's been taking his revenge out on them his whole career. He brings a great vibe to the locker room that helps with that team chemistry.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith.
You got to admire LeBron. I mean, he's such a competitive athlete. He's one of the most competitive athletes you see in all of sports.
Pass to Zipser. And the Bulls with another miss. Cleveland leading by 10 on the wing. Shumpert. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, and Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota Timberwolves, posting gaudy numbers. I mean, but he never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the Big Three in Cleveland.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith checked in for Jay Crowder, and it's Calderon in for Kevin Love. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Markkanen, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. I mean, once Kevin figured out when and where to assert his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's James. Yep, that one goes in there. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Grant up top. James covering, and stolen by James. Smith dishes to Shumpert. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's LeBron, and he banks in the layup. James has got 34.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Grant kicks to Markkanen. There's the three. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Back to Smith. Lets it go with a three. A second chance effort. Shumpert, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
To the paint. It's tipped. It's taken away by Smith. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Calderon leading the charge.
And that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
LeBron against Grant. Lopez a screen. Holiday with the three. That shot off. And Cleveland will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Lopez with the block. Zipser. He's guarded by Calderon. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Jay Crowder comes in for Dwayne Wade. No good from Grant. The Cavaliers leading by 12. LeBron. Oh.
You can't get James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Green comes in for Crowder. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Corver in for Smith. They set the pick. Dishes it. To Valentine. Lopez a screen. Valentine passes to Lopez. And again, no good by Chicago. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're in front by 16. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. And that one's good. James. LeBron's got 44.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
And that one, good.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
And finished off by LeBron.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
James is such a powerful player. Amazing at how he draws contact on the way up.
Free throw good, James. And James drills them both. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Chicago. Number 14.
First one falls for him.
Oh my God, I just got that.
So he gets them both. Thompson in the posts. Lopez covering. Feeds to Shumpert. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretch.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.